told you before, the video is new. The song is not. It's on Decade of Decadence. But you guys got to check it out. It's a very good video. Also, you got to tune in tomorrow because The Scream is hosting the show. And don't forget, Tuesday we've got Metallica's new video for The Unforgiven. So catch you tomorrow. Bye. How did you guys choose the songs that went on the album Decade of Decadence?
It was actually pretty easy. We sit around a table, 4 pieces of paper, 4 pins, and we wrote down 2 songs from each album that we thought represented the album. It was pretty close, real close. And what we didn't want to do was do a greatest hits. What we wanted to do was kind of flash on the past.
A retrospect.
Yeah, retrospect of the past, throw in some new tunes, and give us some time to work on what we want to do now, which is so different, it's going to take time. You can't just go, we're going to do something different and just crank it out. I mean, you've got to experiment, and it's going to take a lot of songwriting and trial and tribulations, and so it'll be 4 years between albums for us at least before Dr. Feelgood comes out. I mean before. Wow!
For the next
one. Dude, give me some of that.
It's a glue. We were talking about it earlier.
Dave, the Zulu Cat. Welcome back. You're watching Facts, the show that entertains, informs, and only occasionally confuses. This dated me a bit. I found out today something that I probably knew in the back of my mind but hadn't really realized up front, that Motley Crue has been around making records for how long? 10 years. Does that make you feel old? Nah, not really. The band has just released an album called Decade of Decadence. This, of course, refers to their lifestyle, the word decadence, that is. It's 2 or 3 songs from each of the albums they've made in the past. Today, Nikki Sixx was in to speak with the New Music's Jana Lynn White.
All these bands repeat themselves and repeat like what's supposed to be, you know, the cliche cool and all that. It's so Spinal Tap. I wish people would just like do what's honest and then move on. You know, it should be evolving. If you're not evolving, something's wrong here.
Is that self-reflective when you say Spinal Tap? Do you think you lived out that Spinal Tap?
I don't think so. I think if we repeated ourselves over and over and over again, we'd be fake and we'd be Spinal Tap. I think a fake band is Spinal Tap, a band that is doing it for the wrong reasons. Whether, you know, it's total image or total this or total that, you know, it's the evolution thing that's important. I like to look at a band's first album and look at their 6th album and go, wow. Not go, it's the same album. And it's too bad because, you know, you get pigeonholed by people and then you can't move out of it. Then when you try to move out after doing it for so long, your career is over. So we figured we would just change at will. I guess when you quit trying, you quit being pissed off, it feels comfortable, then I guess you're an old fart, you know. I've seen some old farts on their 2nd album. Seen some people like the Stones that are still pissed off and angry, and I dig it, you know. So I think there's a lot of really honest bands out there, like The Clash. They were so cool. When I think they saw old fart syndrome coming, they went, it's over. And, you know, there's a lot of bands out there that don't do it. They go, oh, we got a name, we got a way to pay the mortgage, not us. Never happened.
New Music's Jennifer Morton joins us now to speak about something.
Lancé un disque compilation qui s'appelle Decade of Decadence, un album sur lequel on retrouve 12 chansons, dont 3 nouvelles qui ont été composées encore une fois, réalisées par Bob Rock. Et notre ami John Z a eu le plaisir de se diriger du côté de Toronto et il a eu la chance de rencontrer les gars de Motley Crue.
been through so many changes together, right? It's great to look back and reflect on it. Because I don't know about other artists, but I never, and I don't think the other guys have been, I really reflect on what we do, kind of do it and then move on. Like as a lyricist, you know, I write the lyrics, I give them to Vince, and I move on. I never really look back on them. So a lot of that stuff, I kind of started tripping out. And go, wow, that was pretty good, or, you know, that wasn't bad. And I'd say that to people, and they go, what do you mean that wasn't bad? That was a classic. But you see, I'm too close to the fire to understand it.
When we started this band, I was needed was a laugh. Years gone by, I say we've kicked some ass. We now need rage, you hit the stage. Trying to run you through my veins, and I say we're still kicking ass.
What was your intention at that time, and how well do you think you've achieved that, looking back now?
I think we all had different ideas, you know. I just wanted to be in a band.
That's about like me.
Just wanted to be in a band. I love music. Didn't think about anything bigger than the Starwood or the Whiskey A Go-Go on Sunset Strip. I never knew there was, you know, 100,000 seat festivals to headline and things like that. I knew there was things such as quadruple platinum and, you know, records, and I mean, that's great. I mean, I never knew. I never even thought about it. I never knew my favorite people, that's what their life was about. I never knew the Stones, that's what their life was about. I was just a kid in my bedroom with a really shitty little stereo, and, you know, my records skipped, and I'd listen to, you know, Stones records and Aerosmith records and old Kiss records, and man, it's wild. In the past, you know, we were so simple. I remember listening when we were doing a retrospective album.
2 rhythm tracks and a solo.
Yeah, and the choruses were all the same, Shout at the Devil. Vince never put any fillers and stuff. You know, and I was like, I wonder how come, you know, we never did that. We never even thought about it. That's how we kind of had that little bit of a punk and real simple rock and roll vibe to it. Now we're, like you said, coming into our own. It's a long road, and it doesn't always happen overnight. In fact, you better just hope that it doesn't, because it's over too quick then. You know, I'm real happy that Too Fast for Love didn't sell, you know, 5 million copies, and now we're all like, you know, trying to recapture that moment. We kind of started went up like this, you know, so we still haven't peaked yet. It's a good place to be.